I'm glad you guys weren't here yesterday instead of today, because Nick and Cassius quit yesterday, so the good thing they came back today. I'm excited about that, but go ahead.
Is that one of those things with those guys that you needed like a day to just kind of clear heads to?
You know what? In all honesty, I mean, what you'll, it's so hard to explain to everybody, but you know, my relationship with guys has been, I guess you could say adversarial. I think it's unique. And when I say unique is, I don't mind if a player gets mad at me, because I get mad at him. And the respect factor is, I understand that if it goes too far, then I do what I got to do, you know. And I mean, you know, that night Nick was awesome, to be honest with you guys. I mean, he was upset. I mean, Nick was frustrated. He's getting double teamed. He's getting double teamed a lot. He ain't the greatest guy at handling those kind of things yet, but that's part of the growth process. I can show you texts that night it was, he even wished me safe travels the next day. I thought he'd hope I'd drive off a bridge or something. So, and then Cassius is, you know, my only thing with Cassius is I think he's made such enormous progress. I don't want anybody to go back. And you know what? You laugh at me as some of you may, but you look at what happened in college basketball the last couple of days. There's a lack of focus, and there's, you know, and too much noise. And those two things I'm just going to try to keep out the best I can.
For those of us that have been around as long as we have, Tom, this happens with almost every player at some point in their career, and that's okay. I mean,
in my program, it does.
Well, it's just like people saying, "Oh, a kid's mad at their parent." Oh, I mean, it can get over exaggerated.
You guys really want to do something off the record? Go call Steven tonight. You can you can do that on the record.
Okay.
Ask him how mad he is at me. MC, it's the phone, the car, homework. That guy hates me 90% of the time, you know. But I love him to death, and just like Nick and Cash, love him to death. And you know, I saw something when we got to the arena. We had a great day of practice. We had a great day of the day. It's just a sick feeling, you know. It's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to analyze it. And so, did I push the envelope a little bit once I saw that? 100% yes. But it's, I tell you, it's hard to keep guys focused in on what they got to do for a long period of time. And that was a game we couldn't lose. You know, we couldn't lose that game. So, you know, when I say honestly, I mean, you guys talk to them, and you know me, I don't tell them what to say. So it was nothing. It was just, hey, come back to earth and figure out what you've been doing so well and continue to do that, because it's been successful for you.
Is this the time of year where you have to fight that kind of
complacency? Yeah. Judd Heathcote, rest his soul, always used to tell me that, you know, it's the finals and Christmas time that are the hardest, you know. Who wants to take finals? None of you guys did, I didn't. And Christmas, who wants to be up here practicing in that when everybody else is home, you know? So those are the two times that I think are the most difficult as far as keeping guys focused in that way. Now, if you're winning and you're doing well and there's everybody around, sometimes those times are hard to focus in on, because everybody's yapping at you. I mean, students and everybody else. So, as I told you, the one thing that I will say with this group, they're as experienced as you think on handling those kind of things. I mean, you know, when Miles wanted to play out in Portland, I said, you know, I don't know, you know, the second day even, and I said, why you want to play? You know, I might only play you a few minutes, might hurt your average, might do this. I just want to win. I want to win a championship. I haven't won one yet. Kind of a cool thing. I say, you're in. You know, I mean, I changed that immediately, but that's, this group's still got a lot to learn and a lot to realize how to handle some of these things, and so do I.
No offense moving past the Knicks situation. Judd said to me once that one of the best things that happened in their national title year was when they lost to Northwestern.
Yeah.
He said they thought they could show up in the gym and beat anyone.
Yeah.
Luckily, you didn't lose to Rutgers. Yeah. But could there be a silver lining in that they're getting the hint, okay, you got to show up.
Always a silver lining when you can make a point and win.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to be Judd if, you know, I'm not ready to lose a game and then feel that accomplished. I'm trying to avoid that before those things happen, if they're under our control, you know. And trust me when I say this, we didn't come out and just not care. I mean, but if you remember, a turnover right away, not running the court, just the things that you see. So the good part is we showed them the film. We explained to them on the airplane ride back home, and yet we still, played against a team that's very physical and tough. I asked the guys at Notre Dame. I was on the road last night. What happened? I mean, everybody's saying the same thing. We just lost a little concentration. We did this, did that. So I want to make sure that if we lose, it's because we get beat, not because we lose concentration.
That's one of those coaching movements now, too, keeping the guys focused after seeing 3 of the top 10 go down this week, right?
Yeah, that should be, if our guys would stay off Twitter and off their phones, and because they aren't looking at scores, they're looking at what people say about them, they would see that those teams lost. I got to tell them because that's just the way it is now. But I think that was a little eye-opening to them on some of the things that happened against some of the people it happened to. I mean, Kansas losing in Kansas City is not the norm, and Florida losing 2 in a row at home is not the norm. So, there's going to be a lot of, I don't know if they're called upsets anymore because there's so much parity, but I thought a couple of those games were upsets.